Oh, hi. How are you? Don't worry, there's nothing wrong with the video or your computer. I just wanted to show you what it felt like when I woke up almost entirely blind one day. That should be enough. Hello again. My name's Lindsay, and I was born with sight, but then I went to sleep one day and I woke up with almost no vision in my eyes. And I don't need Daredevil's super senses to know what you're thinking right now, so let's just jump right into it. The human eye is such a complex miracle. It's no wonder people are saying it's proof that God exists, because who else but a benevolent, all-powerful creator would give us an organ for enjoying naked people from a distance? But the eye isn't perfect. It's actually so not perfect that it can just stop working all of a sudden. One day, I had a massive headache on the way home, much worse than anything I'd ever experienced. I assumed it was just a migraine, so as soon as my 6-year-old went to sleep, I went to bed to try to sleep it off. The next day, I awoke and thought it was weird that my eyes had been glued shut by the Sandman. I managed to make my way to the bathroom and ran the tap to rinse my eyes clean, expecting to drop enough eye sand in the sink to build the grossest sandcastle ever. After rubbing and scrubbing some more, I realised that my eyes were open, that I was actually touching my eyeballs. You're welcome for the new phobia, by the way. I later learned that my blindness was brought on by acute glaucoma, a sudden build-up of pressure in the eyes that can be caused by just about anything. Stress, medication, neckties. And if you're waiting for me to yell, psych, about the last one, then we're going to be here for a while. In extremely rare cases, acute glaucoma can result in permanent loss of eyesight, which is what happened to me. I now have no perception of light in my left eye, as the optic nerve is dead. Now imagine you wake up like that, and then your child comes up to you. I don't have to imagine it because I've lived it. When I was washing my non-functioning eyes, my 6-year-old daughter came in. I was crapping myself but didn't want to scare her. My mum had died suddenly the year before, and since then my daughter had been really worried about something happening to me. My thoughts were, if I could just hold myself together until she gets to school, then I can fall apart. Making breakfast was ridiculously hard, especially as I was trying so hard not to cry, as well as trying to figure out what the fuck happened to me. I said to my daughter, let's play a game. Let's see how good you are at pouring your own cereal. Unbeknownst to my daughter, that was her only chance as a kid to just dump a bunch of Snickers in a bowl of milk and call it breakfast. I carried this on throughout getting the both of us dressed, asking, does Mummy look beautiful and dressed or does she look silly? Luckily, we lived very close to her school and there were no roads to cross on the way. We walked at what was probably slower than a snail's pace. I was feeling everything on the way with one hand, whilst holding my daughter's hand in the other. People have asked me, why didn't you stay at home? And the simple answer is, I didn't want my daughter to have any memory of her mum being upset. Good thing then that she wasn't around when the government people visit us. You know that doesn't work on me, right? I was on a waiting list for help due to my eyesight, but instead of helping, the social worker was asking loads of questions about my daughter and our life, and after a while, the questions got more and more strange. Like, how many times have you been unable to care for your child due to a hangover? What? I didn't even drink alcohol. They were trying to trap me into giving an answer that would sound like I was abusing my child, or more bizarrely, that I was resentful of her and her eyesight. It was an infuriating experience and a whole other thing to worry about next to, being blind. But it passed, and with a lot of time and patience, I got my life back. Going blind all of a sudden is like becoming an 18-year-old living alone for the first time. You're scared, you have no idea what you're doing, but you put on a brave face and just try to fake it until you make it. Also, you suck at shopping. I once bought cat biscuits instead of breakfast cereal by mistake as the shop had a change around. My daughter got all excited and thought we were getting a cat. I have brushed my teeth with antiseptic cream instead of toothpaste, and I have used cleaning wipes instead of toilet wipes. That was something I'll never do again. I've also had my fair share of burns from learning to cook again, but I never let any of that keep me down. I decided that blindness was not going to stop me from doing anything, even driving a car. Some years back, I did a sponsored blind drive to raise money for the Guide Dogs charity. It involved driving a Nissan Micra around a test track. I got the fastest lap of all the participants, 94 miles per hour. I was in a dual-controlled car accompanied by a driving instructor who helped me navigate the track and gave me the best driving advice ever. Just point the car where you want it to go and don't die. This may sound flippant, but losing my sight kind of improved my life. Not only did I get a bunch of new hobbies, I think I became a better mum. I stopped missing my daughter's school plays, I started giving her proper long hugs, and I even started noticing little things about her, like how she holds my hand differently when she's happy and when she's sad about something. To be clear, I wouldn't wish suddenly going blind on anyone, but it gave me breathing space to reevaluate the life I was living and make changes. So don't feel sorry for me. I'm actually doing great.
So, what's the situation with the new cat? Is it getting here today, tomorrow, or